I'm Lauren Beale, a reporter for the Los Angeles Times business section. I get to cover luxury and celebrity homes for the Hot Property column. Today we're going to be talking about a very unusual home in Los Feliz, and with me is my guest, Troy Gregory of Sotheby's International Realty. Welcome, Troy.
Thank you for having me, Lauren.
I'm so glad you have this listing. I was able to tour this house with you and the owner, and it has so many unusual characteristics. Do you want to talk a little bit about the design?
Absolutely. The design of the house was from Lloyd Wright Jr., who of course studied under his father's architectural school, Frank Lloyd Wright, and who, of course, is one of America's most notable architects.
And I love the way that he has kind of taken on where his dad was working with the use of a kind of concrete block.
Yeah, they refer to that as textile block. And this house was actually built with a Mayan style. So if you look at it from the facade, it appears to be a pyramid. And then also from the courtyard areas, the pyramid shape continues. And there's Mayan actual symbology actually built into the actual textile blocks as well.
Yes, I remember one of them stands for water, air, and earth, I think, the different
Exactly.
designs.
Yeah, crops and clouds as well.
Yes, it's absolutely fascinating and just very, very different, but very LA. Now, this home was built in the late 1920s, and can you tell us about how big it is?
The house is about 5,600 square feet, just in the main portion of the house. There are some bonus areas that were added on over the years, which make it very useful. But
bedrooms, baths?
Bedrooms, right now it's set up as a 5-bedroom, 6-bath house. And it's been completely redone inside and out. The exterior has been maintained and actually refurbished to Lloyd Wright's original details. And the interior has been updated so it really accommodates modern living.
Yes, and it's interesting because I was reading about the history of the house. It looks inward on a central courtyard. It has a beautiful pool and spa, but that was actually added later.
It was.
And the original owners, John and Ruth Sowden, for whom the home is named, they used to have outdoor theater there, so that's interesting.
They did. Actually, Lloyd Wright originally designed the courtyard to have a water feature. It was almost a stream that bisected the entire area. But the Sowden family, who used the house specifically for entertaining, wanted to have a grassy area there, and they used what is now used as the master bedroom as a theater stage. So it would better suit their purposes not to actually have that.
That's excellent. Now, what is the asking price on this home?
The asking price is $4,875,000.
Now, the interesting thing, and this happens a lot in LA and in some other areas too, this home can kind of pay for itself as you go along. There have been a lot of photo shoots there, some low-key events, and even some TV shows have been shot there.
Absolutely. The last two owners especially have been using the house as a source of revenue income just to actually sustain the house. And then also for regular income as well. Shooting everything from private parties, there have been weddings there recently, films, movies, everything under the sun.
And I heard a couple ghost type shows, including Ghost Hunters, because there's long been stories that there might have been a murder committed here. And I did talk to the owner, and he said that if there was a ghost there, he would know. He hasn't seen it.
He has not seen the house.
No. Now, since it's such an old home, there's something that's called tax mills savings. How does that work if somebody were to buy the house?
Well, so the house is actually deemed a historic monument, and the LA Conservancy has actually put an easement across the front of the property so that they have to have input as to what happens to the front of the property.
Right.
But along with that, it was actually applied for Mills Act taxes. And Mills Act taxes actually gives the homeowner a break on their tax basis to actually allow them extra funds to maintain the property.
Yeah, that's a great benefit from a lot of these older homes in Los Angeles.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for being here. And for more about this house and other unusual LA homes, please visit latimes.com.